so I'm Marianne Cintron. Welcome to Chemotherapy Alternatives. What I'm going to do today is show you how I juice. I was juicing before I actually started my, had my surgery in November and started chemotherapy in December. I only had one session, but we started juicing before that. So that was one of the easiest things to maintain. But I'll tell you, I saw a video that showed me what vegetables to combine. So I want to share that with you today and give you a very excellent antioxidant drink that you can have every morning. So the first thing I want to share is that I always am shopping and buying organic fruits and vegetables. Even though I have organic, I still rinse everything in alkaline water. So this is really cool because this lemonade container I have will let things stand up in it. And I buy these humongous carrots. And sometimes I'll fill the water up high. Sometimes I'll just cut these in half. But I always want to rinse my fruits and vegetables. When I have apples that are going to float, I just put something heavy on them to push them down. So you want to get that. So the recipe that I love is, so I do this for my husband and myself. So we have 6 to 8 carrots and 3 to 4 celery. So you want to, the juicer I use is a Ninja. I used to have one of the Jack LaLanne juicers, which is a little bit more difficult to clean, but I received a Ninja juicer for Christmas, and it's so easy to use, easy to clean. You want to get something that you will be able to use and clean. So I'm going to take you through the process of what I do. I have twice as many carrots to celery, and then I have ginger, and they recommend, well, what I saw was 1 knuckle of ginger, which is this, and I'm being really brave and giving a fat 2 knuckles for this juice. And then we have a lemon tree in the backyard. So I get a fresh lemon, get a fresh lemon, get a beet. Now this is a cracker because this is a huge beet and I'll probably use half of it. But the beets you can buy can be half this size or small, and you might have the tops. I like to buy them without the tops until I use the tops. I did have some beets and I save the tops and I put them into a protein shake, which is amazing. It's a great way to help supplement the nourishment in your body. So then you want to also have an apple, and the green apples have the best texture and the taste to balance out this juice. And then last but not least, I have some fresh aloe vera liquid juice that I get from, I go to Sprouts, and you could have your farmer's market. And then, so the lemon, we're going to have lemon juice in it, as well as juice some of the rind, because how many of you guys like lemon meringue pie? And you know that they put the zest of the peel in the lemon pudding. So the zest of the rind, believe it or not, it sweetens the juice. So here we go. I'm going to show you what my procedure. I do this every morning, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I finally decided to put my makeup on and record this for you. So first of all, I've already rinsed my celery, which I have in a big separate bag, and I keep my carrots in another separate bag. And here are my beet tops, which I'm not going to use, but you want to be sure you rinse everything. So here we go with the celery. So with my Ninja juicer, have to be sure that the little spout is open so that the juice comes out, and all the pulp is collected here. And I set the juicer for no pulp because this is strictly juice, but you can use another attachment that gives you a little bit or a lot of pulp if you prefer. So I'm starting with my celery. I'm going to measure out 6. So here's, I'm going to measure out 3. I'm going to add a couple extra because if they're long, all right? Now it's best if you have these cut into about 2-inch chunks. So, and then you can push it down in here. I just make this part of my routine every morning. So since we've already had our juice today, I'll be saving this for tomorrow. And you want to be sure you drink your juice within the day. The celery has these little fuzzy tops sometimes, which is great for soup. But personally, I don't like it in my juice. I think it makes it bitter. So I cut those off. So one of the things I want to show you is I kind of keep track of how much I have. So this is about half a cup of celery juice. All right, now I'm going to put my carrots in. So carrots, you don't have to peel, which is really cool. All I do is take off the big stems. And then if you have a fat piece, I just make it thinner. I love this Ninja. So that was about 2, let's see. I'm going to do this many carrots. So it's twice as many carrots to celery. This reminds me of my father-in-law's garage where he would grind wood down and stuff. And it's really cool because you could see the gear. You could see the gear grabbing the carrot and grinding it. This would be amazing if children wanted to watch you do this and learn how to juice. So when they're getting older, they're used to juicing. We're always teaching our kids. Then I keep an eye on the pulp to be sure it doesn't overflow out of the catching bowl. So while that's chopping, I can be making smaller pieces of the carrot. Just like a little push. When the pieces are small enough, it just grinds by itself. You have the best recipes. It's easy to do this. It's nice. A couple more. Those carrots pretty little, a little bit smaller so that they don't block up the juicer. Have another celery I'm going to put in. It missed its batch. I push the pulp down in the waste container just so it doesn't overflow. So what I want to show you is then I dump this, and we all have so many plastic bags, right? So I dump it in a plastic bag. And then I'm going to show you the beet, this big old beet, okay? So we want to peel the beet, but I'm not going to take 10 minutes to show you how I peel it. I have one already peeled. So what I'm going to do is cut that puppy up. And you know what? I use my rubber gloves because I don't want red hands. I tutor students and I'm on Zoom a lot. I just don't want red hands. So I chop that little baby up. And they have to be narrow enough slices to go through. And because this is such a large beet, I'm probably only going to use half because I want to be sure there's room for my aloe vera and my lemon. Okay, so here we go with the beet. It's a loud grind. Sweetness. If you feel that the juice is a little too bitter for you, add a little bit more beet. So that's about half the beet. And if they're small, I'll put 2, sometimes 3 in. That was a large beet. Okay, so off with the gloves so I can do the rest. Now my ginger, you can get in these big old stacks. And the celery, I meant to show you. Get lots of celery, carrots, woohoo, get the big bags. And it's amazing when you do this every day, you don't even realize how you're using it so quickly. So here's my apple. What I do is I just, show you a little bit easier. I just do that. I cut it like this. All the chefs out there probably going, you should do it a different way. So that way I get around the core. And you could actually juice the core and the seeds, but I don't like to because I like it to be sweeter. So I'm going to put these in now. So when you have a real early morning, you juice the night before if you can. That way it's all done. It takes about 15 minutes every morning to do this. Then another 5 minutes to clean everything up. Okay, so that is my carrot. I'm gonna go ahead and dump my pulp again. So now what I do is, here's my ginger. So you do wanna peel your ginger, just like we peel the beet, because the skin will block the trap and the juice won't get out. So you do have to break the knuckles up so you can get that peel that's in between. Now, ginger is really strong. I know some people who like a lot of it. And I usually do 1 knuckle of it, but now I'm doing a bigger knuckle and a little 1.5. So it's a little bit larger serving of ginger. But it's so good for your body. Okay. Here we go. Now, I also want to chop this up because it's so dense and I don't want it to have too hard of a time going through. Okay, I'm going to get my lemon, getting closer to the end here. So what I do with my lemon is, I take my juice out and I put a little bowl under it. And I squeeze my lemon in there. I get a full lemon. So I squeeze both halves. Okay. Then I'm gonna chop up this half of this lemon because it's a big lemon. This is now, usually you don't do pears and oranges because it blocks the trap. So, but I love doing the lemon rind. So I'm gonna put some lemon rind in because it gives it a zest. Open the trap, be sure it goes into the bowl. Should I add the other one? Sure. Let me add the other one. And you could change up your recipe. Try less ginger, try more ginger. Try less beets, more beets. Okay. That's pretty much it. Close my drip. Now here's the liquid from the rind. I get a little spoon, which I don't have. So I'm gonna use my knife. Now, I'm almost to the top, so I'm going to add my aloe vera to the top, okay? So when I pour it into the glasses, I always put a paper plate because you might spill. And if you drip, you're not going to waste it. Okay. So that makes 2 full glasses. And there's a little bit of drip. And there you have it. 2 big glasses of juice. So that's the end of showing you how to juice it. But now I'm going to show you how to take it apart. And you could see what pulp remains. So if you don't want to see the rest of the video, that's fine. Please like us and share us with someone else and subscribe to our channel. And I'm going to have more episodes on how, what I'm eating and drinking and things I'm taking to stay healthy, to keep the cancer away. And this is Chemotherapy Alternatives. So to clean this beautiful ninja, I'm going to put my gloves back on. I'm going to show you how easy this is to clean. So I'm going to dump my pulp again. So it's 1 twist here. You knock out the pulp that's in this little piece, which isn't a whole lot. It's another twist here. And this is piece number 2. Not too much pulp in there. And I put it in I just put it in here. Then I pull this piece out. Now this is 2 pieces. It has the screen, which I scoop all the pulp out. And this is where you can either have juice with no pulp or juice with a lot or medium pulp. Put that in there. And then you have this mechanism that I just get the pulp off. That's 4 pieces. Easy peasy. Take these off and they'll rinse very easily. Now there's a mechanism here. You push that in to release it. And there you have it. So there's 5 main pieces and you just pop it in the sink and they rinse so easily. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Subscribe to my channel and I look forward to more episodes with you. Dr. Marianne Zintron, bye-bye now.